Sup nerds, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. So as you guys saw by the title, we'll be doing like a new year reading diary, new year reading vlog, something like that. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but I like know the gist of what I want to do. So basically I just want to vlog just, the books that I'm reading in the beginning of the year. Now the thing why it's not a specific like reading vlog or anything like that is because I don't have like specific, I don't want to like say, oh, this is like reading fantasy for a week or like blah blah blah, because there are a bunch of books that might not be that I want to read. And so also kind of like mood reading for a week, but it's not necessarily fully mood reading for a week because yes, it ends up being mood reading, but I don't want it to be for a week, and so like I might want it longer than a week. So I'm like, I don't know what to call this, but basically it is the books that we're starting off 2024 reading. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so first, if you guys like reading vlogs, if you guys like all the nerdy things, and definitely give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so like I was saying, I literally have so many options because I want to read like every book on my TBR this month. Honestly, is like really anticipated for me. Like I really want to read it, like really bad. So honestly, like it could go any way. But this one actually is not on my TBR this month, but I did get this is You Are You More Than You've Been Told by Hosanna Wong. So if you guys did not know, this was on my December TBR. Actually did not end up reading it, but for January I just thought it would be I just thought it would be so beneficial for me and just my relationship with God and all these things, so that to start off my mornings like listening to a devotional or like just the word or the Bible, anything like that. You can get the Bible on Audible if you did not know. I know that is so, I don't know, to some that is so like not traditional, if you will, or like not right, but for me, I need to do something. I feel like I'm not useless, but I don't like to just sit and like just read. It's so bad. I know. I need help with that, but I like to do something, like, so I'll make my bed while I listen to the book or the Bible or stuff like that, like as I'm getting ready in the morning. So maybe that's you need help with that, then you do you, boo. Someone had given me that idea and I was like, honestly, that is the best idea I've been given. Anyway, so I like that, but I like listening to, I thought this would be fun to listen to this as like I'm starting off my mornings and making my bed, getting ready for work, that whole night. And I did that today. I just started this and I am like was obsessed. It is so good and it really just gets you going for the day. So again, this is You Are More Than You've Been Told, and the first chapter just kind of talks about who are you listening to and like what's influencing your life, who's influencing your life and your decisions, and who do you go to like when you feel like you did this wrong or this right, who do you go to for approval and those kind of things, so that all of it will tie into like you're more than you've been told. Like what are those things that from your childhood that were wrong, that were told to you, or like or mean to you, or wrong things people poured into your life, just different things like that. So it is so good. Anyway, if you have not read this, oh my gosh, I'm only the first chapter in and I'm obsessed. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be reading for the mornings. I don't know if I'll finish it by the end of this vlog because I'm only doing like a chapter a day basically, but I'm enjoying that, so I wanted to update you guys on that to let you know I'll be reading that. Now, I'll also probably be reading one of these two as really, really highly anticipated. Like, all my books on my TBR are anticipated, but these two I really, 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 really want to read Fear the Flames. So I might start this. You can also get it on Kindle Unlimited, which I think would be very helpful. I also really, 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 really want to read Shadow and Bone. Oh, wait, am I confused? I am confused. Okay, I might start Shadow and Bone actually. I thought Shadow and Bone was in third person. And I was like, ugh. Like I just bought all these books and they're in third person. No, only the before is in third person. The rest is in first person. Oh, good. Okay, so I might start one of these. These two are the ones that I'm like torn between. I might start them both. Who knows? We'll see. I got the days ahead of me. And so I'll let you know, keep you guys updated, of course. But again, like, it could be like I'm reading fantasy, but I'm also reading this book that I want to update you guys on. Like, there's a lot of options. I got a lot of options. If you have not seen my TBR video, go check it out. People are obsessed with it, and honestly, I'm obsessed with it. But also, I'm specifically obsessed with the way that those prompts turned out, because they turned out beautifully. Like, beautifully. I was obsessed. All right. I'm gonna go do some stuff, figure out what I'm gonna read, and I will let you guys know. I started to start Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I'm honestly so excited about it. Sometimes I'll go and check like the Goodreads like tropes and stuff, and so, or like genres, whatever. They give a whole bunch of options, and so then it puts me in the mood. And so I was like, oh yeah, I want to read this one. So I haven't even made it to chapter 2 yet. The chapters seem pretty long, not gonna lie. I think this chapter is like 20 something pages. Maybe I'm dramatic, I don't know. But there was a little beginning thing. Anyway, I haven't made it to chapter 2 yet, but I'm excited. So we're just gonna read. I'm gonna sit here and read in my comfy, cozy chair because I really don't want to lay on my bed. I don't know. I didn't know I was missing this chair until, you know, I had it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, like this is what I've been missing in my life. Hello guys. So I'm on chapter 14, so I'm a little over halfway on page 200. What's not to like? I don't know what the problem is, sis. I had accidentally, so I was looking at like, again, like I was saying, tropes and stuff, but I had seen like some 1-star like reviews, and people were just like, this was terrible. They didn't really, I didn't read why they, like their explanation, because it was, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm like, so far, this is a really good book. Is it like my favorite book of all time? Like, definitely not. But this is a first book in a series. It is so hard that a first book in a series is a 5-star for me. In general, even when I was giving very generous ratings, I was very, and for the most time, they were like probably 4 stars, and then it got better. So I'm like, hopefully it goes up from here. I'm halfway and I'm upset. I think it's so good. I'm a little bit, I don't know what's gonna happen, because I don't know what year this came out in, but I don't know if this came out before like ACOTAR, and let me see if it tells me. Oh, published date 2012. So I think that's before ACOTAR, before all these books where like they'll give you one guy and then they'll be like, oh, but this is actually the guy for you, and it's actually the bad guy, and like, you know, when everyone is okay with that. So I don't know if it's gonna be like, I don't know what the tea is, because she has a crush, if you guys don't know, she has a crush on Mal, but then we get introduced to the Darkling, and I think that's his name. Darkling. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what I feel toward. I'm like, what do we want? I don't know what the goal is here with that. And so I'm like, I'm enjoying it though. It's a little bit slow burning. You're kind of like, ooh. I believe this is YA. So I don't know, but it also is a trilogy. So I'm like, I don't know if we're going to get all the answers in this. And I'm like, I don't know. But I'm excited. I'm going to keep reading. Hopefully I can finish this tonight. Today is the 1st, actually, January 1st, and I go back to work tomorrow, and I'm not excited about it, but my reading is going to slow down a lot, because obviously, I'll be at work, but I guess we'll see. Good morning, guys. The lighting's not the best, but I'm on my way to work. I actually finished Shadow and Bone last night. I truthfully just don't know what to feel, and so I am desperately trying to feel something. I'm like, I don't know what I feel, because I don't know what I want to happen, and I keep reminding myself, like, this was published in 2012, this was made in 2012, blah blah blah, because right now in the book world, I was 12 years old then, though. Like, I loved reading, but like I wasn't as deep as I am now, and so I keep thinking that, because right now in books, you know, the villain gets the girl. It's how it is, like, in fantasy, and that's how they've liked to write a lot of really good fantasies recently, and I'm down for it. Like, I'm in it. And so for this one, I just don't know what I want, because I'm like, I don't know what's too bad. Like, this is how ruined I've become because of some of these books I read. Like, I've been reading dark romances, like, all these things, and I'm like, I don't know what's too bad. Like, what's too far across the line? I don't know. But I'm still like, wait, there's hope. And I'm like, he could be good on the inside. And so I could change him. I just don't know what to feel, genuinely. And so I'm actually gonna read. I brought the second one with me. So we'll see. I have my iPad as well, which I could read Kindle Unlimited, which I could read the other book, whatever it's called, on Kindle Unlimited, because I have my iPad. So either one I could do, but I think I'm gonna read the next Shadow and Bone one, even though it's not my TBR this month. But I just don't know how I feel. I honestly think 4-star, like, I was really in this book. Like, I'm addicted to this world so far, and I've only read one book. I think for a first book in a series, it's honestly really good. I would have liked a little bit more closure of how to feel. Like, do I still have hope, or do I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much, but I also want to talk about it, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I don't know what to think, and so we'll see, I guess, what happens. And I'm excited to read the next book. Yes, I'm so glad I started with this one, though. So all of you who are like, Marissa, yes, here you go, this one's for you, and I love it, so thank you. So I did start Sage and Storm. I'm about 80 pages in. I liked the beginning. I just don't like, there's a little bit of a cat and mouse. Like, the same thing happens over and over. And I don't like that, really. Like, okay, I'll just tell you. Okay, and then now that you're twisting my arm, I'll just tell you. They just get basically captured over and over and over again. Okay, it's happened before in the last one. Now it's happening again. And then they escape again. And I'm like, it's a little repetitive. Always getting captured and always escaping. And I'm like, obviously the book has to continue, so they can't get, like, captured for good and then it's over. Obviously that's not how it's happened, but I'm like, we could get a little creative on all these things. Like, I feel like it was just annoying that they got captured again and then they got out. They found a way out again. And I'm like, seriously? Something else needs to happen. So I'm waiting for something new to happen, but I'm still in this book. I'm ready for it to get really good. Fingers crossed. This ended, I'm probably just gonna read all 3 of these in this video, and honestly, I'm not even mad about it. Not even mad about it. Hello guys, good morning. I just wanted to pop on real quick because I'm about halfway through Sage and Storm. I think I have it. I'm about halfway through this book. I almost got it on Audible because it's just a little bit slower than the first one. I feel like it's not as exciting, and there's a lot of traveling going on, which is not very, like, fun to read. I'm just not obsessed. Like, right now it's giving 3-star, 2.5 3-star, because it's really, like, I guess it's necessary because you need to see, no, you don't need to see certain stuff, but, like, it's necessary because she needs to get from one place to the other, obviously, but I'm like, I don't know, I would like a little bit more action, a little bit more. Again, maybe it could be the second half. I always say, like, I've been saying this recently, that a strong ending can really, like, change the game for me, like, change my rating, change the whole thing, because if it ends really good, there's a good chance it could still get a 5-star, but it has to end, like, really, really good, especially now. So we'll see, but yes, I'm excited to see, like, what happens, but I'm like, it's a little bit slow, and then there's, like, always, it's, like, slow plot twist, and I'm like, really? And so I'm like, so we'll see. Okay, we'll see. Oh gosh. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. So, I literally just filmed like a couple hours ago that I was about halfway of Sage and Storm. I'm not in it anymore. I'm not. And I don't want to finish it because I have to. I want to finish it because I want to finish it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a breaksies. We're going to start Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I'm excited about it. I'm ready. There's a map. I'm going to start it on my Kindle and it's going to be good. And I will keep you updated on what I decide to do. I just got some other books from Target that I really want to read, but I think after this rando reading vlog, still don't know what the heck we're gonna call it. I'll film a different reading vlog. That's what I was trying to say. But yes, it will be fine. It will be great. I know you guys want me to read this series really bad. It's the second book is not doing it for me. The first book was good. It was really good. Again, I want the Darkling to get the girl. I do. And maybe that's a me problem. Maybe I'm the problem. Could be. But it's becoming anticlimactic in a way that I don't like. Sometimes like you just need to get the information, which is fine. But other times it's like there's a line between like information, getting so much information, and boring. It's a thin line. Like needing to read the information and then it being boring. We're tiptoeing, and I don't want it to reach boring because then I won't finish the series. So we're gonna take a break. Again, it's gonna be fine. We'll make it through. I decided what we're going to call this video. Just call it my January reading diaries. I'm reading a lot of books right now, so I just wanted to give you a little recap of what we got going on. So, first I am reading You Are More Than You've Been Told by Hosanna Wong. I read this in the morning, so I only just read a chapter per morning. It's honestly, I'm probably not going to finish in this video. I'm definitely not going to finish for this video, but I am on I'm about chapter 5. I'm about to start chapter 5 tomorrow. So I love this book. It is so good. I will definitely talk about this a lot more in my reading wrap up for the month, but just so you know, I am currently reading that. I am also, you guys saw, halfway through Sage and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I honestly am going to try to get this as Audible, as an audiobook maybe. I don't know. I'm a little over halfway, and so I'm like, I really could just bang out the rest of it, you know what I mean? But I just am not in the mood. I don't know, it's just not my favorite, but we'll see if I continue that one. I definitely will finish it eventually. I just don't know if I want to finish it right now. We also are not quite halfway in Fear the Flames, so I'm on chapter 20, so page 165. This is just a massive book. So we're not halfway yet. My goal is to get halfway today on that book. But I'm excited. It's interesting. It's not my favorite off the bat. Like, it's not the most, like, gripping off the bat. I'm a little bit, like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about towards the end. I'm assuming it gets better because people love this book. So I'm like, hopefully it gets better. But I am currently reading that. And then I also am reading, currently, Ruthless Vow. Ruthless Vows. Is it an S? Yes, Ruthless Vow. So this one, I always take the jacket off. Wow, it's literally right here. And I'm actually on also chapter 5. So I think I want to also get halfway with this one this weekend. I have this one as an audiobook. I got it from Book of the Month, actually, the audiobook. And so I love that for me. And so we've been listening to that. And I'm enjoying it a lot, honestly. At first I was like, I don't know if I'm in the mood for this, but like, I don't know. I was listening to this morning and I'm like, what's gonna happen? I'm really scared. So we are currently reading that one. Those are the ones that I'm like actively reading. There's so many books that I have like started that are on my freaking Goodreads right now, but I'm like not actively reading. So anyway, 4 books. I will keep you updated with what you know, these things are, how far I get and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna have to end this video somewhere at some point, but I thought it would be fun. These are just how I'm reading for this year. I'm trying to be better about reading, you know, picking up, doing a little bit more mood reading, picking up when I want to. I like a book when I want to, and like being okay switching out books, because like who cares, you know what I mean? Like I want to, so I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna go read. I think I'm gonna read a little bit of Fear the Flames, because again, I really want to get halfway, because that book is really long. And then Ruthless Vows also is pretty fast paced, so I'm like, I know I can read that pretty quickly. So again, listen to that pretty quickly too. So I will keep you updated. Yes. I was gonna wait to update you, but I'll just update you real quick. I literally got to 50% halfway through. I'm reading it on my Kindle. Again, I would keep going back and forth between the book and the Kindle, which is why I like having both. But it picked up for sure. There's moments. So there, if you guys know, one of my favorite books is actually Dear Aaron by Mariana Zapata, because literally the first half is just like emails and direct messages back and forth. Well, there's a few like pages in this book where they're only communicating through letter, and I love it. So from that moment on, it kind of picks up. It goes like, it picks up, and not even picks up like an action way. It picks up in like more of a in the romance sense, like then they're like having more cuter banter, I should say, and like it's a little bit more fun to watch. I felt like in the beginning, so she keeps saying like he's cold and like all this stuff, and I'm like, you never get to see that from him, because the minute they knew each other, they were like flirting. And so I'm like, I feel like the beginning was not my favorite, but I have said this and I will stick to it, that if the ending is good, I can still give this book a good rating. The beginning was a little bit like, they kind of told you how to feel without showing you how to feel, and like you didn't feel it automatically by seeing the story. You only knew that you're supposed to feel that way because they told you to, if that makes sense. So it felt a little bit like robotic, a little bit unnatural in a way, like the writing style at first. And I know she really probably just wanted to jump right into the romance, but I think that's the thing with like slow burns, is that in the beginning you could just get to see this build up. Whereas this one, there wasn't that much build up. It was like you jumped right in and that was that. And so it's not my favorite intro, but honestly, again, it could get better. Right now it's gotten better. So like I would say like 30%, well, I'd say like 25%, not my favorite. The rest of the 25% was so good. And so I'm excited to see what the ending has. And I'm like, I have some predictions that I don't know if obviously I don't know if they're gonna come true, but I'm excited and I'm in it. I'm back and I'm better. Like, I don't want to read anything else. So that's good. Before I was like, but now we're good. Okay, we're going. Really quick with this terrible lighting, I did finish Fear the Flames. I actually, oh my gosh, I really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite book of all time, not my favorite fantasy, not my favorite author, but it definitely was enjoyable. I feel like I gave it 3.5 stars, and I feel like that, yeah, it's a good book. It has a lot of good moments. The romance is so good. It's so cute. You kind of love their relationship, that whole nine. I just feel like the writing style is not my favorite. But I feel like she had to kind of like, she kind of told you how to feel instead of letting you just feel it, and that annoyed me. If you've read it, I feel like you probably know, because it's kind of right out there. Like, she over explains quite a bit, and I don't like that. But the rest of it was pretty good. So I gave it 4.5 stars, 3.4 stars. Oh my gosh, 3.5 stars. Oh my god, 3.5 stars, 3.5 stars. And I will read the next one when it comes out, but I don't know when that is, because I honestly have not seen anything about that. But I decided to continue, what is this called? Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. And so I'm not quite halfway yet. I'm trying to get halfway before the end of the night. I don't know what time it is. It's 4:15, so I can definitely get halfway. I wanted to finish it by this weekend, but I didn't, so I'm going to try to finish it quickly. I'm not going to get to Sage and Storm in this video. I'm definitely going to just put a pause on it for a little bit and maybe come back to it. I'm, again, halfway in that, and I'm down. I'm going to come back to it. So I'm going to finish listening to Ruthless Vows, or read whatever, a lot of it, but I will come back to update you in better lighting. Hello, I just finished Ruthless Vows. I have to sleep on it, but I'm gonna tell you so that you don't forget that I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 4.5. There are a couple things that like not bother me, but like I don't ever give a book credit for this, you know what I mean, for certain things. So I just have to think about it, because I'm really mad that it's over, which is good because that means I was really attached to it. So I mean, like, could be a 5-star, but I'm thinking 4.5. Again, there are a few things that we can discuss when it's not nighttime. But I think 4.5. Because I like the first one better. So I felt like, I'll just tell you, I felt like Divine Rivals was romance subplot fantasy. This Ruthless Vows, I feel like, was fantasy subplot romance. But for me, the fantasy was always, it was not that deep because the book wasn't that long. It didn't go into this crazy world building. And so I feel like now when you switch gears and like make fantasy the focus, I think there needed to be a little bit more developing on that side, which there was quite a bit, but I still felt like maybe it wasn't even that. I don't even know, because I just feel like I liked the first one better, being like the romance was the focus. This one, the romance was not the focus, which is okay. Obviously I liked it that it was a fantasy romance. Like, I probably wouldn't have read it if it was plain romance right now, because I'm on fantasy. So, like, it's hard. I keep going back and forth. I mean, not going back and forth, but I keep thinking of, there's just a few things that I'm like, I don't know. I think it is just the fantasy element to it was not that fantastical. I don't know. But I'll update you tomorrow. Hi, we're gonna quickly end this video here. So quick recap. I did read and finish Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I like this book. Honestly, it's not my favorite, but honestly, I thought it was really enjoyable. And it really started off on a high note for me. Then we started Sage and Storm, also by Leigh Bardugo. This one kind of slowed down a bit. You can see I got halfway. I feel like for this series, I really wanted it to be, you know, how all these books are, where like the bad guy is the is the winner. He gets the girl, but it didn't do that. So I don't know if it's coming. I don't know. But you guys should let me know if I should continue the series, like it gets better or what. I know a lot of people who like the Six of Crows series better, so we'll see. I know a lot of people were excited for me to read this one, so I was so excited about it, and I will finish it at some point, but just let me know, like, if I need to do that ASAP, or like if I could take my time. Then I read Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I feel like all of these books, honestly, were 5-star predictions, and none of them got a 5-star. This one I just felt like was a little bit forced in a way. I felt like the author knew exactly what makes a good fantasy book. I feel like she knew, and so she threw all those things in there, but it didn't necessarily flow like beautifully. I felt like the beginning more so was like really I had a hard time with, because she kept saying like this guy, the main guy, Caden, was like, she kept saying he was like cold or like super like mean to other people, but like, you know how that's how the bad boy rep is, like he's mean to other people, but he's sweet for you. But you never see that bad boy he's only ever nice to her. Like, you never experience him be anything other than like nice to anyone. You do when, obviously, when other people are threatening the girl eventually, but like in the beginning you don't see this like difference between how he is with everyone else and how he is with her necessarily. And so I think that that's what needs to be developed a little bit more so. And then also the main girl, she kind of talks about how she's come so far and all this stuff, but like I feel like if you guys have read ACOTAR, you can appreciate where Feyre ended up because you saw where Feyre was, because you see her hunting for her family and her dad doing nothing and her sisters like being brats. Like, you've seen that, so you know that when she makes it to the end of these books, you're like, you root for her. You're like, yes girl. So I feel like that's what this missed too. You don't see the beginning of her, like where she was. She gives you tidbits and stuff, but again, it's just like nuggets. It's not necessarily like, it's not the full picture. And so I feel like we could have used the full picture more so in the beginning, so we could understand like where she was and then where she went. And so I feel like this has a lot of good moments. It's just not a 5-star read. And I will read the next one, but like I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need to read it, you know what I mean? It's not giving fourth wing. And then last but not least, oh my gosh, I almost just broke that. Last but not least, we read Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I love this book. I thought it was so good. I think the ending really, wow, the thing is still in here. I think I didn't love the ending. I think I've concluded that the way it ended, there's one big thing that happens at the end that honestly I don't like. Like, I don't think it needs to be written in there, and I didn't think the author needed to do it. Unless she's gonna go back and like take it away eventually, but I don't know, I didn't like that. And so that kind of like, it ended on a low note for me. And I've said this before, if you end on a low note, it kind of, you know, changes the rating. I think I'm settling on a 4 rating for this one. Honestly, I think these all got 4-star ratings from me. I think I was gonna give it a 4.5, but I think that Divine Rivals was incredible, like earth-shattering, so beautiful. I just don't think that this one was exactly where that one was. And I felt this way about the last book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, where it's like, honestly, genuinely, there's not much else you can do with when you're ending a series, but I don't know, people do it right somehow, so there was something missing for me. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go film another reading vlog because I love these so much. If you guys have not subscribed, definitely do so. If you guys like these videos, let me know down below for sure. If you want me to continue reading Sage and Storm, please let me know. If I need to continue reading the Grishaverse, let me know. Let a girl know. Alright, bye nerds.